Okay, 5.6, this is day 2. We are verifying inverses. Okay, we are going to do that by doing f of g of x, and your answer has to be x. Okay, when you're done with f of g of x, the answer is x. And then we are going to do g of f of x, and your answer has to be x. So on Monday, when we did composite functions, when I did f of g of x and g of f of x, did they come out to be the same? No, they didn't. The only way they come out to be the same, being x, is if they are inverses of each other. So in order to verify, you are going to have to do f of g of x and g of f of x, and they both have to become what? X. So on number 1 there, we've got g of x equals negative 2 over x plus, minus 2 plus 3. And f of x equals 1 over x plus 2 plus 2. Now, if these are going to reduce down to x, will they fall apart pretty quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should. So it doesn't matter which one I do first. I got g of x listed first, so I'm just going to do g of f of x. So that means I'm putting f into what? G for every x that I see. Every single one. So I have 2 over x. What's x?
It should be a negative. Shouldn't it be?
Or is it that whole thing?
Yes, it should be a negative 2. Okay, that's the whole thing because it's f of x has replaced that x. So that x becomes this whole thing. So 1 over x plus 2 plus 2 minus 2 plus 3. Now stop and look. This whole f replaced what? That 1x. And that is not supposed to be a plus 2. It's supposed to be a what? Minus. Oh, no, that's a plus. That's a minus. Sorry, I did it right. Okay. Because this was g of x, what did x become?
F of x.
F of x. And f of x is what? The whole thing. So now I'm going to take it slow. What can I reduce out real quick?
Negatives.
No.
Negatives. No. Okay.
What about this positive 2 and this negative 2? Doesn't that give you 0?
Sure.
But they're parentheses.
But there's parentheses just to show that I inputted it. That's it. So, and there's nothing in front of it, so I don't have to just do. So this
that's
plus 2 and minus 2 is 0, yes? Okay. Well, this plus 3 I can't do anything with until I do the division, yes?
Yeah.
Well, when I divide by a fraction, I multiply by the
Reciprocal.
reciprocal. So that gives me negative 2 times x plus 2 over 1
Yeah.
plus 3. Okay. Then math tells me I have to do what?
Distribute.
Just, what did you say?
Distribute.
Distribute. So I have negative 2x minus 4 plus 3. So what's that give me?
1. Negative 1.
So negative 2x
minus 1.
minus 1. Did that reduce to x?
No.
No.
And you have to set it to 0.
No.
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 That's it. We're not done.
F of g of x has to be x. G of f of x has to be x. Now, it's not inverses if I did it right. So we're going to practice, and we're going to do the other one too, because if this one comes out to be x, should I go back and check my work to see if I messed up?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so G is becoming the X. So 1 over X, what's X?
Negative 2x minus 2
Negative 2
plus 3.
X minus 2 plus 3
Plus 2 plus 2.
plus, oops, plus 2 plus 2.
Why did you put the plus 3 on the outside of the parentheses?
Yeah.
Oh, it should be here. I just stopped. Okay, so here, let me rewrite it, because that looks horrible. This is why I use my erasable pens, but I want to get these markers used. Minus 2 plus 3 plus 2
Oh, I wrote it way different.
plus 2. Okay, so what do I got here? I got 1 over negative 2 x minus 2 plus 5
Plus 2.
plus 2. Okay. Well, then I have to get common denominators, don't I? Here.
Yeah.
So that would be an x minus 2. So I have to multiply this by x minus 2. So I get 1 over, and then I'm going to put plus 2 here so I don't try to do anything with it. That's this plus 2, because I'm not doing anything with that right now, right? So my denominator is going to be, the denominator of the denominator is x minus 2.
Mhm.
So I have negative 2, and then 5, so plus 5x.
I'm confused what you just did.
Minus 10. I'm getting common denominators right here.
So she's multiplying them by x minus 2. So what
I
she
don't
just...
like the way you're doing it.
Well, there's no other way to do it.
It looks weird.
Okay. You have a question?
No.
Okay. So that plus 2 I carried down because I'm not doing anything with it yet, am I?
No.
So now I have 1 divided by this. Well, that's just multiplied by the what? Reciprocal. So I have x minus 2 over 5x minus 12. Where to get minus 12?
10 plus 2.
10 plus 2. Plus 2. Well, then I got to get common denominators again. Yes? Everyone following what's going on?
Yes.
I'm doing step by step. So my common denominator is going to be 5x minus 12.
Yeah.
So
I have to multiply
5x minus 12.
So it'll be x. 5x minus 12. And I'm
So x minus 2.
Minus 2 plus
Plus
10x minus 24.
Well, then that gives me 11x minus 26 over 5x minus 12. Okay, is that x?
1 over.
Is that x?
No.
No. Are these inverses of each other?
Not inverses.
Because this one gave me this, and this one gave me this. So that is a no.
That's all we're doing. It's just checking to see if they equal x.
Yep,
That's a lot.
it is. But if they're inverses, is it going to be this much, guys?
Okay, what do you mean they... Okay.
Okay, now let's think about it. If these are inverses of each other, is it going to be that much work?
No.
No, it should fall apart really quickly. So hopefully number 2 are inverses of each other. Okay, so start writing number 2 on your paper. Yeah, unless you want to stay for one more. I can send 3 of you down.
For what? Yeah, it's 3.
Go. When you come back in, I'm still recording, so hush. Carson, I'm still recording. Okay, so number 2. So f of x is x minus 1 cubed minus 3. And g of x is negative the fifth root of x plus
Plus
1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the plus one is in.
Nope.
I don't like those.
I know, I don't either, but it definitely
so it
is not.
stops at X.
Yes. Because if you look at 10, see how it's x minus 2? Like
Why
x.
can't I find 10?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So f of g or g of f? Which one do you want to do first? F of g?
Yeah.
Okay, f of g. I usually just do the one I wrote first. So that means I'm putting g into f. Okay, so I have parentheses x. So what's x?
Negative.
The fifth root. Plus 1 cubed minus 3.
What about the -1?
That's the F, so you don't put that because you're putting G inside that.
But you should still put the -1.
The X
Yes, I should. You're right. That minus 1 should still be there. Okay, so, well, positive 1 minus 1 is what?
0.
0.
So you don't.
So I don't want.
I don't.
Okay. So I have negative the fifth root of x cubed minus 3. Well, that's not going to reduce to x, is it? I mean, that's reduced, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do g of f of x. Now, do you know why I was worried about your composition of functions on Monday?
Do you put 2 parentheses?
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the
To
x and then the whole thing.
To the right.
Okay, so now this goes in for this x right here, correct?
Yeah.
So negative the fifth root of parenthesis x minus 1 cubed.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot my minus 3. Plus 1? Okay. Is this going to reduce?
No.
No, because I need how many of them?
5.
5. So this is not inverses.
Non-inverses.
There's a lot of no's
Is
on
this our
there.
homework?
Yep.
All of them?
Yep. I think so. And a lot of it is just to get that composition of putting it in right.
You
Yes.
have to send people.
Huh?
They said you have to send people. Because they have to use the room that they're using, so we have to.
What are you talking about? Okay, that's fine.
I'll just.
Okay. You three go. Okay, number
Hurry back
3.
So we can send more people.
Okay,
We did.
that was my plan. Okay, so number 3. So g of x equals negative 4 over x plus 3. And f of x equals 2 over negative x minus 2 minus 2. You guys need to look at your paper too, because if I write it wrong, you're supposed to be checking. Like, you're my check.
What is that on number 2? Like by the.
I don't be writing that. Pick up on number 3.
Why?
Because we're on number 3 now.
Oh, she's pulling one of those.
No, I want
I
to
got
keep
one.
moving. I want to keep moving. It's fine. Write down number 3. Yes. If you want number 2, you can go back and watch the video right now, number 2.
Oh, that's true.
If I can find it.
It's not playlist. Algebra 2. 5, 6. Okay, where are we going with the, do G first because it came first? Okay, so G of F of X. So that tells me I'm putting F into G. So negative 4 over X, but what is X now?
2 over negative x minus 2 parentheses minus.
Well, the whole thing would be parenthesis like that. Plus 3? Because the plus 3? It's right there. I know, but not very good. Okay, so now I got to do common denominators. So it'd be negative x minus 2. So negative 4 over and plus 3. So that would be 2 plus 2x plus 2 all over negative x minus 2. Just distributing, right? So that'd be 2x plus 4. Okay, so when I divide by a fraction, I do what?
Divide by a fraction.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Multiply by the
reciprocal.
reciprocal. So I have negative 4 times negative x minus 2 over 2x plus 4. Plus 3.
What's the little negative x, negative 2 right next to the? Okay.
Common denominators.
Would you
Well, I'm going to write it negative 4. Actually, I'm going to put positive 4 equals x plus 2. What did I do? I factored out a negative. And on the bottom, what can I factor? A 2. Because I have learned that I have to factor those, right? And now what can I do with that?
they could reduce x plus 2.
I can reduce that, and I can reduce
Or 2 out of
that to a 2. And so my answer is 5. Well, that definitely is not an x, is it?
So it has to just be x.
It has to just be x. Is that is that an x? No. Okay, so let's do the other one. F of G of X. So when I say on the test verify, you have to do both, not just one. Okay, so now I'm putting G into what? F. So 2 over negative parenthesis negative 4 over x plus 3
Minus 2.
minus 2.
Oh, there's a minus 2 at the bottom.
Yeah.
What?
The
Oh,
minus 2.
there is a minus 2 at the bottom also. Thank you. I got, when you said minus 2, my brain went to the end.
The end would be plus 2 then. That's a
No.
different number.
Okay, so I'd assume we distribute the negative first.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. So that's a plus, and this is a minus. So then I have 4x minus 3 minus 2, so that'd be 2 over 4 over x minus 5.
You just added the other 2.
I just combined these two. And then what?
Wait. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Common denominator, which would be just x.
X.
So that would be 4 minus 5x over x.
Yeah.
And then multiply by the reciprocal. Do you see how you're going to do the same things over and over? And it will help you with that.
I'm so hungry.
Is that going to reduce to x?
No.
No. You have 2x over 4 minus 5x minus 2. So, not inverses. I think the next one is. Hopefully.
Yeah, I've seen the answer key.
And you didn't take a picture of it?
All they say is yes, no's. It's not, like, you could write yes, no all day, but that's not. Okay, 4.
It's better than getting nothing.
You won't get that. You'll get 0 from that.
I'm pretty sure it's.
Okay, so g of n equals what?
3 over n minus 3 plus 2 on the outside.
G.
And then f of n?
3 over n minus 2 plus 3.
Now, these aren't going to equal x. They're going to equal what?
N.
N, because that's the variable. Okay? So g of f of n? So 3 over what?
N minus 2 plus
3 over n minus 2 plus 3 minus 3 plus 2. Now, another thing I do if you're working like this, sometimes I'll put both of them in and then simplify them. Do you guys want to try doing that? Like plug in, or do you want to stick with this one?
Just stick with what we're doing.
Okay. So what's going to happen?
We're cancel. Yeah, like we're doing the positive 3 and negative 3.
Positive 3, negative 3 is going to zero out, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to multiply by the
Reciprocal.
reciprocal. So n minus 2 over 3 plus 2.
Yeah.
So then what?
Multiply that.
3 and minus 6 over 3 plus 2.
N minus 2.
Don't the
minus
3's
2
just reduce?
cancel out, so it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
n. So just n.
Yep, the 3's reduced, so I get n minus 2 plus 2, so my
Just
answer is
cancel out n.
n. So that one was good. Bless you. Okay, so the other one has to be n also, to be yes. Okay,
Yes?
to be a yes.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, so g into f. So 3 over what?
3 over n minus 3 plus 2 minus 2.
Now that you've done it a couple times, they look horrible, but they're not that bad, are they? Okay, where'd I get what?
I'm just trying to figure out. I was writing the problem down and you already dumped it, but where'd you get the?
The 2's
negative
cancel
3?
out.
Just a second, where did I get what?
The negative 3 on the first step.
It's inversely.
It's right there.
Okay.
Okay, so these are 0, yes?
Do you write yes inverses or
Just inverses. And then multiply by the what? Reciprocal.
Oh.
This and say what?
So the 3's do what? Reduce.
Yeah.
So n minus 3 plus 3 is n. So inverses. Now, you have 16.
Or 16.
No, you have 16 problems.
Finish it. Don't-
Finish it.
Yeah, don't even listen to it, just finish.
Finish the worksheet.
Last time I.
And this assignment is not on Classroom. It will be there before tomorrow. It'll be there probably by Mentor. Did you ever find the video?
No. Can you put that away? I haven't even